Now in this part of the question, we're given that f of x equals 1 minus 2 over x plus 4 plus x minus 8 over x minus 2 times x plus 4. And we're asked to show that f of x equals x minus 3 over x minus 2. So how do we do this? Well, first of all, I'd write out that f of x is equal to, and what we need to do is put this all over the same common denominator. All our fractions must have the same denominator. I notice that x plus 4 is already a factor of this denominator here. Okay, so what I need for a common denominator is an x minus 2 and an x plus 4. So what I do is I take this one here. I'm going to write this in blue because personally I wouldn't actually write this line in. I'll show you what I'd write in a moment. But essentially we've got the 1, okay, so we've got 1 multiplied by, and we multiply top and bottom by x minus 2 and x plus 4. And if I do that on the bottom here, x minus 2, x plus 4, because I've multiplied top and bottom by the same value, this essentially is 1. 1 times 1 is still that 1 there. Okay? We go on to the second term, minus 2 over x plus 4. As long as I multiply top and bottom by exactly the same thing, it's like timesing by 1, I'll keep the same value of that fraction. Well, I need to create this denominator x minus 2, x plus 4, so I need to multiply top and bottom by x minus 2. Now for the last term, well, that's already over x minus 2, x plus 4, so we can just write that in as x minus 8 all over x minus 2 times x plus 4. Now I did say that writing this in blue was just a line that I personally wouldn't have written in. I would have gone straight to this line that I'm going to write now. I would have seen that these are all over the same common denominator. That common denominator is x minus 2, x plus 4. And I would have said, well, okay, this is 1 over 1. What do I need to multiply the denominator by, this 1 underneath here, by to get x minus 2, x plus 4? And I would have said, right, okay, I need to multiply it by x minus 2, x plus 4. So I would have done 1 times x minus 2, x plus 4. I'd have moved on to the next fraction. I'd have seen I've got x plus 4 in the denominator. What do I need to multiply that by to get this denominator? Well, it clearly has to be x minus 2. So I'd multiply the 2 with x minus 2. And you can see really that's what I've got above here. I'd come on to the last term and I'd seen that I've got that denominator x minus 2, x plus 4, so all I need to do is basically just times it by 1 if you like. So I'd multiply the top by 1, and that's just going to give me 1 lot of x minus 8. That's what I've got up here. Okay? So it's up to you whether you take time out to write that line in or you go straight to this line. Right, well, we've got this line. What we need to do now is just simplify it by expanding the brackets. Well, I can expand this pair here and I'm going to get then x squared plus 4x, then minus 2x, and then minus 2 times 4 is minus 8. When I come to this bracket, I've got minus 2 times x, that's going to be minus 2x, and then minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 4, and then I've got simply plus x minus 8. And now I need to divide that all by the denominator. Don't expand the denominator, just leave it in its factorized state. Okay, now just group up any like terms. So we've got x squared here, no other x squareds. Then we've got 4x minus 2x minus another 2x plus that x. Well, that just simply comes to plus x. And then minus 8 plus 4 minus 8, that comes to minus 12. And that's all over the denominator here, x minus 2 times x plus 4. Now we know that we've got to get x minus 3 over x minus 2, so we can get a clue from this that this quadratic expression on the top must factorize. And because we've got just x minus 2 on the bottom, no x plus 4, it gives us a clue that this must be two brackets, one of which must be an x plus 4. So I'm going to pop that in there. What would this one be? Well, it has to be x minus 3, of course. If you multiply that out, you'll find you'll get x squared plus x minus 12. And that's all over then x minus 2 times the x plus 4. And we can see that this factor, x plus 4, cancels out with this factor, x plus 4, leaving us with what we needed to prove. Okay, x minus 3 over x minus 2. Alright, well I hope you've got that, and that brings us to the end of this part of the question.